Namaste, my name is Holly Semanoff and I channel Source. So you're coming on here as straight to source, and in all of the straight to source experience, the channelings that come through is directly from source. I just happen to be here to support the energy in coming through. Just to give you a little bit of a backstory about how this even came about, in 2007, on February 14th, I had a very powerful spiritual awakening. And within the spiritual awakening, I happen to have had my sight open up. So that sixth sense, or that third eye. So then I started to experience the world as energy, started to see colors and really see the makeup behind what creates this physical matter world that we live in. And also having very strong connection to energy, I began to feel energy. It became very pliable to me. I could feel it, I could see it, I could move it, and also being able to hear it, then to hear the energy that makes up our reality, and just having a knowing about what this reality is made up of, because everything literally just opened up for me. And because everything had opened up for me, it took some time to get used to it, but I had a very supportive partner, my husband, Mike Semanoff, who was able to support me in really embracing these gifts that had opened up, that almost seemed like curses at the time, but they were really beautiful gifts. So once I began to really work with them, then I would, because I had these gifts open up, my husband, Mike, would bring people to me and I would begin to work with them and tell them what I'm seeing, what's going on an energetic level. And then when he would ask me different questions about what was going on in his own life, one day when he asked me, I had a very strong, powerful energy come into my throat chakra right here through my neck. And the energy was so strong, and I told him, wow, this energy is just very strong in my throat. It's like someone wants to speak. And he said, well, go ahead, let it speak, let it come out. And one thing I love to tell everyone is that energy doesn't lie. And I felt the energy just absolutely beautiful, loving, and just full of light. So I allowed this energy to flow through, and then that was the first time that I channeled. And the information that came through was so beautiful, it was so wonderful, that I then began to channel. And it was specifically one person who was coming through, and it did take me some time to adjust to the energy. It was very strong energy, and after I had adjusted to it, then a whole group started to come through, and I started to channel this group. And then after a while, when we were channeling, we'd done that for at least a year or two, and traveling around and channeling this beautiful group, then they all of a sudden had told us, okay, we're done. We're done for now with this channeling. And I didn't really know what that meant. And that was in 2012. So in 2012 in September, they kind of stepped away, and I was just hanging out and waiting, adjusting to what does this look like now? And in the same year of 2012, on December 21st, I went into meditation at 4:11 a.m. in the morning. And when I was in that meditation, I dropped into what can be described for me personally as 0 point, or the void, or the space before all creation, the I am that I am. And when I was there, I experienced nothing as being outside of me, but everything as being inside of me. It's like everything and nothing existed in that moment of time. And from there, I then came out of meditation, and everything had changed. I began to actually channel straight from source. And this is the place that I dropped into in my meditation, and this is the place in which I channel from now. And when you think about what is source, it really is the name itself. It's before all creation. It's about that aspect that can be called the universe, it can be called the divine. There's many, many names for it. And I just love to tell people, just feel it. Not only is the information and the words beautiful, but feel the energy of it. And it's been quite the experience. I've had to adjust to a lot of it, and I am actually a very conscious channeler. So what that means is I merge with what it is that I am channeling. I don't leave my body and then come back. I actually become one with what I'm channeling. So when I channel source, I become one with source. And going straight to source, then I personally know that whatever comes through really serves the highest good of every individual. So it's been a great honor. I love doing what I'm doing, and I would love to continue to see you here on our channel, within our podcast, and everything we do. Thank you so much for joining us, because you bring the energy as well. It's not only me, everybody brings this energy forward, and I'm just very grateful. So thank you for joining us. Namaste.